Apparently what I actually did was key up my mic and just scream bloody murder into the mic for about 15 seconds before I released the mic toggle. So part of our mission is we would conduct presence patrols, basically meaning that we would drive our tanks around the city that we were in at all hours of the day and night, just to make everybody local aware of the fact that we were in the area. And my section on 7 July, so that's coming up in 3 weeks, we were tasked with a midnight presence patrol. And like I said, this was a midnight patrol, so middle of the night, we're driving around. And as I said, our rules of engagement to this point didn't authorize us to use the turret weapon. Threat of hostility was not sufficiently inflated that we were allowed that degree of return force. And so that becomes really, really important here in a few minutes. And as we were driving, all of a sudden, there is a huge explosion. There is a ton of noise, and instantly just smell the acrid gunpowder blast smell. If anybody does a lot of weapons fire, it's that smell. He's calling in a 9-line medevac, which is the Army protocol for calling in an ambulance. Somebody's hurt. Apparently what I actually did was key up my mic and just scream bloody murder into the mic for about 15 seconds before I released the mic toggle. I didn't know at this time that I was the one that was injured. Sergeant was calling the medevac for me. From above and behind us, an armor-penetrating RPG was shot at our vehicle. So the mechanics of the weapon are the grenade blows up outside, and then it sends a bullet, just a penetrator bullet through the armor. So this grenade blew up on the cargo hatch and sprayed shrapnel all over the dismounts. And then that penetrator went through the cargo hatch. It went through the back of the turret, and then ultimately through the turret armor. And then that round went through my leg, through my right leg. It hit the femur, which is your upper leg bone, and it shattered that bone, and then that bone shredded the leg. You don't tie a tourniquet that high unless you don't have a choice, unless the injury is that high. And we're a good 2 or 3 hours from the field hospital. There's no way I have a leg at the end of this, because the leg will be dead before we get to the hospital, the field hospital. And the last thing I remember was rolling into the hospital and somebody being surprised. One, it's just so bright. It's the middle of the night, and woke up several hours later with a big bandage where I had a